Hey guys, HDvee here. Now, as we all know, Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield are the brand new Generation 8 games coming out this year, and even though we don't know many details about the game as I'm making this video, it's always fun to speculate the different things that we could see when we do start our adventures in the Galar region. One of those things are of course the legendary Pokémon, a staple in every single game, but what could the legendaries be for Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield? Well, in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to go over, the top 5 brand new legendary Pokémon I would love to see in the new games. Now, of course, this is all my own opinion at the end of the day, so don't go crazy in the comment section below if you don't agree with me, but if you do enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like down below. It really does help out the video, the channel, all that good stuff. Leave a comment as well. What legendary Pokémon would you love to see in the Generation 8 game? Subscribe as well if you're brand new, because we do daily Pokémon content on this channel. With all of that out of the way though, let's take a look at some legendary Pokemon that I would love to see in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. So before I get into the video, I wanted to go through my choices for these 5 legendary Pokemon. I basically have been researching different mythological and legendary creatures found in England or the United Kingdom, so a lot of them are definitely representative of that. So anyway, coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the Barghest. Now, the Barghest in folklore of northern England, especially Yorkshire, are monstrous goblin dogs with huge teeth and claws that appear only at night. It was believed that those who saw one clearly, I'm saying clearly guys, because there was obviously evidence and stuff, they would clearly die soon after seeing one, while those who only caught a glimpse of the beast would live on, but only for some months. So I don't know how that was differentiating. I mean, maybe if you just have a little glimpse of it, oh, I've got 3 months to live. Oh, I looked at it for more than 5 seconds, I'm gonna die in a couple days. Like, I don't know how they were like, yeah, that definitely was a glimpse there. Sorry, pal. Oh no, you looked at that a little bit too long. You've only got till Thursday, mate. I don't know how they show that, but again, it would be a really cool legendary to see in the games. A Barghest is a goblin dog, so I could definitely see it being a dark, maybe fighting type, or just a pure dark type, dark electric, maybe something like that, dark and ghost, who knows, that could be pretty cool. But I mean, it's a goblin dog, and then when you look at it, you're dead. So I think that would be a pretty cool legendary to see. Maybe one of the more evil legendary Pokemon. Maybe there's something in the region where there's like loads of ghosts and dark types, and maybe that is where you find a Barghest like legendary. Who knows? Either way, I think it would be a really cool legendary to see in the games, and yeah, that is why the Barghest legendary creature claims the number 5 spot in today's top 5 video. Coming up next and claiming the number 4 spot in today's top 5 video is a unicorn. Now, a unicorn actually has quite a high chance of being in the games. Now, the reasoning for that is because the unicorn is actually the national animal of Scotland. So with Scotland being famed for its love for and long history of myths and legend, it is no surprise that a fabled creature such as the unicorn is Scotland's national animal. Unicorns have been linked to Scotland for absolute centuries, ladies and gentlemen. While the animal is mythological, the ideals it represents are what make it a perfect fit as the national animal for Scotland, and because, like the proud beast, Scots would fight to remain unconquered. So a unicorn legendary would be really cool to see. I get that we technically already have Keldeo, which is a mythical Pokemon. I don't know if you'd classify Keldeo as a unicorn, maybe a small one, but I'm talking about a huge creature with a long horn. I mean, I know we already also have Rapidash as well, but personally, I would just like to see a legendary Pokemon that is based off of a unicorn, especially when it is the national animal of one of the places found in the Galar region. I mean, it's pretty much based on England, but I think there's a bit of Scotland in there, maybe a bit of Wales, a bit of Ireland, I don't know. But I feel like if there is any sort of form of Scotland in the games, which we're pretty sure there are because it's kind of just the UK flipped, I think that a Pokemon based on one of the national animals of one of those countries should definitely make its way into the games, if not a legendary, then just a normal Pokemon. But this could definitely be a fairy flying type maybe, or just a fairy type, who knows, a unicorn is one of those fairy-like creatures. So yeah, a fairy type unicorn, national animal of Scotland, I think it would be a great fit for the Generation 8 games, which is why it claims the number 4 spot in today's top 5 video. Coming up next and claiming the number 3 spot in today's top 5 video, we're back in Scotland again, but this time in the depths of Loch Ness. The Loch Ness Monster, one of the biggest legends slash myths that Scotland has to offer. Been around for a very, very long time. Still an unproven mystery. I've been to Loch Ness multiple times. Always hope to see a glimpse of the creature, but of course I never did. But I think the Loch Ness Monster would have to make its way into the Generation 8 games in some way. It is a plesiosaur creature that has so much mystery shrouding it. There's caves that lead off into all the different oceans apparently, so anything could be in the depths of Loch Ness. But the plesiosaur Loch Ness Monster has been there apparently for centuries, and I feel like we'd have to have that in the games. I get that Lapras is also based off a plesiosaur, but I think this is the chance to fully make a Loch Ness Monster into a Pokemon. I would love to see it as a legendary. Again, just like the unicorn, if it isn't a legendary, then at least some sort of Pokemon based off of it. If it had a Pokemon based off of it, then it would definitely have to be an evolution, like a small Loch Ness Monster into a bigger one, and maybe even to a bigger one. The typing of it would obviously have to be water. I don't know what else it would have there. Maybe water or dark, because it's just so dark down there in Loch Ness under the water. So maybe that, or maybe just pure water, who knows. But I think a Loch Ness Monster has to make its way into Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Scotland, man, it's there. You gotta take it. It's right there for the taking. It is the easiest animal to make a Pokemon off of. Just do it, Game Freak. Just don't let us down. Just let's have Nessie in the final games. Thank you. Coming up next and claiming the number 2 spot for today's top 5 video is a dragon, and more importantly, the Welsh dragon. If you're not familiar with the Welsh flag, it's got a big old red dragon on it. So I feel like since Wales is of course part of the United Kingdom, we'd have to have that bad boy in the games as well. And not only just on the Welsh flag, but dragons are just mythical, legendary creatures that have just been in folklore in England, Wales, everywhere, just for as long as we can remember. Dragons are sacred creatures that, like I say, they've just been around for a very, very long time. And if they weren't going to have dragons in this game, then I don't know what they're doing. The games are called Sword and Shield. We've had all the stories of people fighting dragons with swords and shields. I know there's wolves on the logos, but I feel like there has to be some sort of dragon in the games. Whether any of these are in the game or not, a dragon has to be. Has to be there. You can't have an England region without a dragon. It's just too much into English legends and folklore to not have it in. A dragon would obviously be dragon type, maybe fire flying. Maybe there's a bunch of different dragons. Maybe you have like a dragon type dragon, then a fire flying dragon, or dragon flying, I guess, or dragon fire, or dragon dark, because you can have like wyverns and stuff like that as well, smaller dragons. There could just be so many different ideas bouncing off of a dragon, but overall, some sort of dragon has to be in the games. Of course, we're probably going to get a pseudo legendary that will be a dragon, but I would love to see a dragon legendary as well when we do finally get Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Finishing things off though, and claiming the number 1 spot for the most likely legendary for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield is a lion. Now before you say it, I know we just had Solgaleo as a lion type legendary Pokemon in Sun and Moon, but hey, the lion is of course the national animal of England, where this game mainly takes place. Member of the Felidae family, the lion is the national animal of England. It was declared as the national animal of England during the days of Richard I. The reason as to why it was declared England's national animal was because it personifies qualities of Britishness, which include strength, courage, dignity, pride, and many others. All of these are typical features of lions, making them to be referred to as king of the jungle. We've also got the lion crest as well on the English badge for the football team, and these games definitely have a lot of football in there. I mean, all the gyms are based on stadiums. We have Wembley in the game as well. So not only is it the national animal, we also have it all over the football kit of England. So I feel like it just makes sense to have some sort of lion Pokemon in the games. It should be a legendary, but it could also just be a normal lion Pokemon as well in the game. But you can't really have a region set in England without the national animal in there. So yeah, maybe we might not have a dragon or a unicorn, but most of the game is based in England, so we pretty much have to have a lion Pokemon in the games. But that is why I do believe the lion Pokemon should be a legendary in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. But with that, it does wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you agreed with my decisions, awesome. If you didn't, let me know in the comment section down below. What legendary Pokemon would you love to see in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield? I do have a couple other videos coming up to your screen in a second as well, so if you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you're going to enjoy those. Subscribe as well if you're brand new, because I do daily Pokemon content on this channel. That is everything from me though, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have an incredible rest of your weekend, and until next time, guys, peace.